back. This is Kirsten from JK Fiber Arts. Today is my Tour de Fleece stage 14. And for this stage, I am back on book with Cam Fiber Arts challenges. And the challenge is to spin a art bat, or a bat, worsted spin. A worsted spin is the short forward draw spin. When you have a bat, that is a woolen prep fiber. Woolen is lofty, floofy. The fibers are all higgly wiggly, not in the same order, and you get more loft that way in your bat. Your garment will be lighter but warmer. You have more loft to it, more air in it. When you do the worsted spin with that, you will have a little bit denser of a yarn. It's not dense, but it will be denser than the second part of this challenge, which is to spin a bat woolen draw, which is long draw. So if I have a woolen prep, which is a bat, and a woolen draw, the long draw, I will end up with the loftiest yarn that I can have. It'll be light and floofy and warm, but it won't wear. It's not as sturdy or durable, but still wonderful. So today we are all about the worsted spin. So I am going to divide this in half this way, and then I'm just going to spin it however I feel like. We'll see what floats my boat when I sit down at the wheel. This bat is 90% Coopworth locks, and it is 10%, this is all the Coopworth locks on the base here, oh, so fluffy, and it is 10% merino and silk blend from Cam Fiber Arts. So I am ready to take this over to the wheel here. I'm just going to split it in half this way, and we'll be ready to go. I'm just going to rip this in half here. Hopefully it's close to half. I have my first half here, and we're going to head over to the wheel and we'll be on our way. So I've just ripped off a couple of strips here to start with, and I'm going to see what this feels like. So worsted, and I'm going to be spinning Z here. So a worsted spin, I find it easiest to spin thick with the worsted spin. So the worsted draw is basically just the short forward draw. And all you do is it's the great beginner one. It is a inchworm type. You're going to have a consistent treadle with your feet. You're going to hold your fiber comfortably, loosely in your left hand, and you're just going to pull the fiber out of the bat forward, and you're sort of bringing it into the orifice as you go. And for this, I think I want to do a heavier, thicker weight yarn. Let me see how this looks, what we've got here. Yeah, I didn't like that section. That was not consistent. Let's see what our whole twist and draw and ply are coming up to here. I usually prefer, a combination of short and long draw. I usually like to do a little bit of like a short backwards draw. But that's because I like to spin thin, and that lends itself to spinning thin better. And this way my wrist gets tired of going like this all the time. I like when it's lighter. But it is a nice spin, and it's really good for socks. I do it a lot for socks. Because if you have a worsted prep, like comb top is a worsted prep fiber. So if you have worsted prep and you do this worsted spin, then that's going to give you the smoothest, sturdiest yarn. And that is a good option for making sock yarn. And that way it'll wear the best that it can. It'll be less likely to pill. Oops, I forgot to advance my hook. Oh, well, we'll try that again. Kind of got a big mess there now. Just want to see what we look like here. I feel like I might have gotten a little thin. This one is, actually this isn't bad. 24, and then I get the whole way to like a 16 back here, so it's a little inconsistent, but let's see how our twist is. So I like the ply though. The angle of ply is nice. I just need to be more consistent. Let's stop and take a look at this one, see if we like it. Yeah, so that's a 22. I like that. That's nice. See, I think that's going to be a lovely yarn. I think that is really nice. Now, if I don't want that weight, this is probably going to give me around a 10. So like a worsted weight, which I think is great. You can do all kinds of wonderful things with that. So I'm going to shoot for that 22 then. That's my goal. My goal is to also remember to advance my hooks. See how we're doing with this. 22, 22. Lovely. I like it. That was just a little piece that I had ripped off to balance out the weight. So I'm deciding now how I want to do this. You know, I could just take it from a corner and just start going, and all this would kind of slowly start to blend together. I think though what I'm gonna do is just kind of rip it transversely into chunks like this, and just kind of rip them off and go across. Hopefully you can see what I just did, because I want to get a little bit of every color every time so that it all just sort of blends together. That's what I'd like. And here I have the fuzzy end here, and it doesn't matter where you spin this from. You could even spin it from the fold and be totally fine. And I'm just going to do my little hot dog technique. I had showed you that other technique where you come in at 90 degrees with the fiber, and that was pretty cool. This is just what I'm comfortable with. I might practice that some more, and who knows, maybe someday it'll be my go-to. And I'm just working back and forth across this chunk of fiber here so that I can kind of get a little bit of all the colors together. You can see here is my drafting triangle, and when you're doing this, you don't want the twist to come all the way up into here, because once it gets up, if you let the twist wind up into this, if you've ever had that happen, it's annoying. You pretty much should just break it and let it untwist, because it's really hard to pull it out, and you're like fighting with it, and it gives you like these blobs and chunks and stuff. So you don't want the twist to come up into the triangle. When you're doing this, you are actually pulling fiber out and letting the twist come into it, if you see. So I'm pulling it forward, and then the twist is coming in, pulling this fiber out. If the twist is already up in here, when you try to pull it out, it's not going to go out because it's going to be all twisted up, and it'll just come out in big clumps. So you want to have a light grip on this. Here, I'll let it run up into here so you can see what I'm talking about. So now I'm just doing this, right? I'm doing my thing. I'm just pulling my fiber out little bits at a time, going forward. Happy, happy. And now if I let the twist run up into here, now the twist, you see how it's all up into my triangle? Where is my triangle? It's not even quite there anymore. Now, if I'm trying to do this, now I'm gonna get like bigger chunks. And, okay, well, that was really bad because I can't even pull it out now. It's like, I mean, gripping this almost as hard as I can. Ugh. And so that will be a difficult struggle for you to overcome. And once all that twist gets up in there, like I had to pull really hard to get that out. And this is actually a pretty easy spin because of the staple length of these locks, and they don't require much twist. That's also where the treadling comes into. The treadling speed, if you're treadling too fast for your hand speed, then you're gonna end up with the twist climbing up into your drafting triangle too far as well. So things you can do is you can slow down your treadle speed, or you can speed up your hands, or you can increase your draw. There's a lot of different ways to manage twist. So right now, I'm gonna actually start treadling a little bit. See, when I treadle a little bit slower, how much easier it's gotten for me. And if I treadle a little bit faster was when I started struggling. So here, I'm gonna speed my treadle up a little bit. I'm still going though, like I'm trying to increase my hand speed. But if I don't increase my hand speed, then I start having those blips that come by, and then I'm doing this and trying to stretch it out and make it smooth. Now I gotta fix all my twists, it's jacked up. There we go. And if you wanted to spin thicker, you would just pull more. I'm pulling like little bits out of my drafting triangle right now. If I wanted to spin thicker, I would take bigger chunks of the fiber out. And that's all there is to it. And I think I forgot to advance my hook again. Darn it! And I think I got a little thin here. Let's see where we're at. Well, actually, it's not so bad. Let's see how our ply back test is. Needs a little more twist, but I like the size of it. There we go. Look at that. And you just saw the difference, what the twist made there. When I looked at it, I was like, nope, not enough twist. So I put more twist in, and now you can see my angle of ply here. Nice, there's a little open loop at the end. Looks great. Here is the very early on bobbin check-in. I haven't even gone the whole way to the end of this yet, but look at how pretty. I really like this. The Coopworth locks do have a nice halo. I'm excited about this. I am going to finish this up, and then we'll be back for the ply. Here are my two singles, and now we are ready to ply. And we'll see if there's any difference between the worsted spin, which is what this is, and the woolen spin, which will be coming up with the next bat. I think we are ready to go here. I have my Eel Wheel 6 set up, and I've got my Lazy Kate, I think, tensioned correctly. And let's see where we are here. I have my Eel Wheel set to the S-ply direction. And I didn't get my fingers in here fast enough. I already see trouble is brewing. There we go. Oh, that looks quite lovely. Ooh, I love the way this looks. So I'm gonna go ahead and just standard 2-ply here. I'm probably gonna go for about a 25 or so, 20, 25 degree of ply. We'll see. Move my hook, hang on. I need an auto level winder for plying. I never pay attention. So let's see what we got here, angle ply wise. I guess it would also be helpful if I had my glasses on for this part. It is about a 30. So I am loving this mermaid. What am I called it? Mermaid? Mermaid? I don't know. And right now I'm around a 20 to 30 degree angle of twist here. Let's do just a little bit more. Oh, I already got to advance my hook. Darn. This is going fast. All right, try again. I'm just going to continue plying, and then I will put it into soak. I'm really enjoying the e-spinner for plying though. It has been super fast. I also want to try to do the same angle of twist on this ply as for the woolen ply so we can compare them. So we'll try to do the same weight yarn for the spin. But look at how pretty that looks. Oh, it's really nice. I think I might weave something with this one. I think that's what I'd like to do. Look at this beautiful mermaidy looking color. Oh, I love it. So I just finished this bobbin. I'm gonna wind it onto the nitty knotty. Here we are. Let's see what we got. Oh, that looks lovely. I think that looks nice. Let me see if I can bring it in closer for you. Do a little run through here. Yeah, it looks really good. Here is the final ply, and this is the worsted spin on the Woolen Prep Batt. I like it. This ended up being about a DK weight. I like my angle of ply on this, and the angle of ply is generally consistent, and I just love this color. I do think this is going to be something I want to weave with. So next up is the woolen spin with a woolen prep, and we'll compare these yarns when it's done. Until next time, spin happy.